Jesus said, I am the vine, you are the branches. Those who abide in me and I in them bear much fruit. Remember that. And also, the proof of the pudding is in the eating, and it's the fruit that counts. It's the roots that matter. It's the fruit that counts. It's the roots that matter. We have just listened to a gospel reading when Jesus talks about the vine and the branches. And we can look at everything in life negatively or positively. Negatively, the reading we've just heard is about judgment, about dead branches being taken down, disposed of, and burnt. But positively, it is about fruitfulness, about bearing fruit. Remember that the cross, which we have in our churches, the cross was dead wood. It was a place of death, the most slow, horrific, tortured, painful death. But even dead wood can become life-giving. Well, are you dead wood or are you a fruitful vine? Don't despair. My dad was a piano tuner and we lived in a very small house and we didn't have a car, and when he did the inside of pianos, he used to bring them home and put them on the dining room table. They were called the Action. And to me, as a small boy, I couldn't understand it. There was this sort of iron thing with lots of hammers, 85 hammers was there, and just bits of wood. And yet I knew somehow that iron and those bits of wood could possibly produce the most wonderful music. It seemed so unlikely. And musical instruments are made of unlikely things, wood and gut and horsehair. But when well fashioned and well used, they can speak a new language, making beautiful music from unpromising raw materials. You can change dead wood. We can change from dead wood to a fruitful vine. We can make beautiful music. So we just need to look around us today and we see so many unpromising sinners. And we are all called to make music and beauty and praise, to be filled with justice, to be filled with truth and compassion. And not only to make music ourselves, but to reach out to others and to bring them into a community of love, of making music, of justice seeking, of truth speaking, of compassionate living. Christianity, of course, is a spiritual package deal. There's no option for us. We can only live lives of fruitful discipleship. Christianity is a dynamic faith in life, a faith in new life, a faith in abundant living, a faith in full, generous life, and faith in life-giving life. There's no lifeless Christian, and you cannot be a joyless Christian, or a self-satisfied Christian, or a self-seeking Christian. You cannot be a pompous Christian. The parable of the vine is about you and about me. Dead wood that can become fruitful vine. It's funny, but living people like you and I can bring music into the world and music into the lives of others. But where does this music come from? Where does this fruitfulness come from? Well, from abiding in the love which is God. And abiding, of course, is an old word. We don't use it very much nowadays, do we? But abiding means letting that love soak into you so that you can show it day by day in all that you do. So don't worry about your real sinfulness. And don't worry either about the saint you can and will become. But just find ways to become more loving. Determine to allow the spirit of love to flow in you and through you. Trust in God and then allow His love to fire you into action, into thinking, loving, giving. Abide in Christ. Abide in the Lord. Open yourself to that spirit of love, so that what is dead in you is remade, and what is faithful and fruitful in you can really come alive. And so all we need to do is really quite simple. We have got to let the love which is God dwell in us, and we've got to go out and we've got to make beautiful music.